What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of It's Nostalgia. Okay, got some pickups here for my nostalgic gaming collection here. Various pickups here, and pretty glad to have a lot of these and some of these in my collection. So, almost forgot. Just give me 1 second here. Very unprofessional, as I do say so myself. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, first pickup I got. I watched a video by the Super Gaming Brothers, and I was like, well, you know, I'll look for this game and try to find it, and I did find it, and I tried. And the game is Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis for the Game Boy Advance game console. This is boxed and complete. Didn't pay too much for this. Game manual. Important information, health and safety manual, subscription to Nintendo Power, and of course the cartridge itself. Yeah, and like I said, I did try this, and it isn't like they weren't lying. It's buggy and laggy if you're used to the original Sonic the Hedgehog on the Genesis. This game was buggy and laggy, but it's a little addition to my Game Boy Advance collection. So it's it's kind of hard to find these box complete Game Boy Advance games out in the wild. So, alright, next pickup I got. I don't have a Game Gear. I have this game on the Sega Genesis, and I was looking for this on eBay. And I seen that there were still sealed copies of this game on eBay that were going for a pretty good price. So I was like, why don't I just pick one up? I've never owned a Game Gear when I was a kid. And I picked up Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Game Gear. This is box complete, factory sealed. Still got the security tag right there. Don't plan on opening this anytime soon. I bet I could find a loose card of this if I ever get a hold of a Game Gear. So, yep, keep this in the collection. So, there we go. Alright, next game I got here. You'll see its counterpart version playing right now in the background, the NES Punch-Out. I picked this game up, paid a pretty good price for it, but the game I've got in there, Punch-Out, is more. I think it's more uncommon than this one is, because Punch-Out came out in limited quantities. This was after the license, and the game I've got that I just picked up boxed and complete is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for the Nintendo Entertainment System. This is boxed and complete. Got the cartridge in here. Got the instruction manual, and of course it's got the NES poster with Rob on it. So glad to have this. So glad I was able to find a pretty good copy of this. And there was two. The seller I bought this from had two copies that were boxed. One had the styrofoam, one didn't, and this one had the poster, and the other one didn't. And I opted, I'd pay a little more. I'm willing to pay $50 for Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on the NES. Just to have it. I used to have this game when I was a kid, and we got rid of it, and this was the game we actually got to replace it. Was just straight Punch-Out for the NES. So yeah, I'm so glad to get this in my collection. So go with my box of complete NES games. Alright, next game I got here. I picked this game up. I have this game. I already bought it a while back. And I picked up the not for resale version, as you remember, of Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. But this one here is pretty uncommon. I've had a hard time finding it on eBay, and luckily there was a few copies that popped up of this version of Sonic the Hedgehog. Now I remember telling LMA 187 that I used to have this version when I was a kid because I had my Model 2 Genesis. I had Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It was the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 system, and I had this version of it. And as you remember, I picked up the Sega Classics version of Columns, and I wanted to find this game, and sure enough I did. The Sega Classic version of Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis, boxed and complete, Wee Willie Winky, as Cessnace and X-File 2708 would call it. Original cartridge label, original manual label. The only difference is it had the mid-90s Sega logo and Genesis color scheme that they did, and this was part of the Sega Classic series. So, but this joins my gaming collection now. Alright. Picked up a Sega CD game here. I actually downloaded this game and burned it onto a disc and played it on my Sega CD. And this game is getting kind of pricey out there if you're looking for a copy of this. The way I found it, and that game is Sonic CD on the Sega CD. Got this box complete with the styrofoam. CD's in great condition, manual's in great condition. I tried this out. The jewel case, there's no cracks in it, because these are prone to cracking real easy. Yep, so glad to get this. This joins my Sega CD collection. So we'll put that there. And the last pickup I got, and the last thing for this episode of It's Nostalgia on my channel, I've seen this, you know, a lot of people on YouTube have been talking about this. As you know, Nintendo Power had, the final issue was 285, and it was released last December. 20 years of Nintendo Power, end of an era. And I watched the videos about it, and I was like, I really would love to get my hands on a copy of the final issue of Nintendo Power. And so, I still have some of my original Nintendo Powers. I don't have a lot of them. I wish I didn't get rid of them. But, yeah, picked up the final copy of Nintendo Power, the final issue, issue 285, end of an era for us that grew up with this magazine. Has the poster in it. It is sealed. I don't plan on opening this until I get another copy of this magazine, so I have one to read, and then I'll keep one sealed for collecting purposes, because I mean, end of an era for us that grew up in the late 80s, early 90s, and remember reading Nintendo Power. So yeah, I'm so glad to get this and had seen this. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm hoping to have another video here in the process here. I'm planning on doing a tag response to LMA 187, because he's done an open tag, and I'm planning on doing a response for that. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you next video, and see you on the next episode of It's Nostalgia. Laters.